Welcome to Midday Australia, and it's a Friday full of fun with that great Aussie jokester, Maury Fields. Barry Crocker and Katy Manning drop in with some tall tales and true from the world of showbiz.
Jeff doesn't.
Educating Rita.
Tacky. Ooh. Tacky, I know, Jeff.
Educating Rita. Have you seen the movie? Yeah, I guess most of the Willie Russell movie. And that means if you're playing what became the Michael Caine part,
yes,
then you're playing the Julie Walters part.
Good deduction, Mary.
Yeah, that's pretty clever, seeing there are only two in the play.
Yeah.
Sometimes we confuse people. They say, what part are you playing? And I say, Rita. And I say, oh, you know.
Liverpudlian accents, how are you?
Well, not bad, you know, I'm working on it, but being a Londoner, you know, like I've spent a lot of time in Liverpool, so I'm sort of getting used to it now. But as far as Barry's beard's concerned, without my glasses on, I don't know whether he's got a beard or just a big chin. I mean, it's dead hard to tell when someone's got a beard and you're very short-sighted.
You don't mind kissing a beard?
Oh, I haven't tried it yet. Should we do it now?
We don't actually kiss in the play. There's this wonderful sort of rapport that goes between them, but they never actually come together, and it's very different.
Me on the ear.
That's just like to thank you for a little gift that you give.
I know, but it's not typical.
But there's this different to the film. There's this sort of ending which just leaves people right up. They make their own mind up what happens to the two of them. But in the play, it sort of goes backwards and forwards. Actually, Rita comes to Frank to be educated, and what really happens is that this person, in his drunken stupor, you know, sort of sees something that he's never seen before. There's something that is quite delightful, and in effect, that Rita actually educates Frank to the realities of life, and she stops him drinking. And, of course, we won't tell you about what happens after, when he begins to teach her, and she changes, and it's not what he wants. Really.
The obvious Pygmalion connection, or My Fair Lady connection, isn't it?
Yes.
About the man who sees a woman who's different and tries to change, and she doesn't end up...
And he does his own Pygmalion on himself, because he comes around to her, you see, which is a much nicer thing for him, too, because he sort of locks himself in this little coffin. It's, in the play, it really takes place in one room, and he sort of lives in this little room. He doesn't really want to go home. The only place he wants to go besides the room is to the pub, you know, and that's his whole life. And this little thing comes in and opens up his world. You know.
Is it just the two of you on stage?
Yes.
So that means that's an awful long script to learn.
Well, it's very difficult for me because it's very challenging because I have to be three things that I'm not. First of all, I have to be very educated. I left school when I was 14. I have to be a smoker, which I'm not. And I have to be a piss pot, which I'm not.
Well, there's two out of those three anyway, Barry.
I mean, the worst thing of all, I have to play this character who is much, much older than myself. I mean, this guy's in his 50s, you know what I mean?
No, it must be tough. But is this the longest role in that sense that you've ever done?
It would be, yes. I played Scapino once in 1975, which is a Molière play. I guess you could say that, but that didn't have the intensity, because in this, you'll see Barry Crocker, who almost comes to tears. He shouts and he raves and he rants and he falls down drunk. And so there are a lot of emotions that go through it, which is a very challenging part, and I'm really enjoying it. It's terrific.
And we'll also see Barry Crocker, the splendid actor, which you managed to hide on other occasions.
He's dead good. He really is dead good.
Yes, I agree. Now, Katy, for you, it's a splendid role, isn't it? I mean,
you couldn't
wonderful.
Write.
We had Amanda Muggleton on the other day, and she was talking about when she did Shirley Valentine.
Shirley, you've got to get it right. Shirley Valentine.
And she said she didn't realise that a man could write such good script, good copy for women.
It's extraordinary how he has the ability to put down exactly on paper how people, especially in places, the poorer places like Liverpool, how women think. They're not allowed to say what they really think, those sort of working class women, you know? And it's lovely because he writes down all those things that they think and they'd love to be able to say and express to their husbands and their family. And there's Rita, you know, she's sitting there, she's doing one PM after the other, you know? That's all she does all day is, you know, do streaks and colour up people's wreaths and do poems. And she suddenly thinks, I've got a choice in life. I mean, we've all got a choice in life. But most of us never have the courage to actually... Oh, listen to me, I'm going back into it now all the time.
Accent.
Most of us don't ever realise or have the courage to actually take that choice. But we do all have a choice.
It's a great script. Yeah. Barry, I know you're going to sing for us.
Yeah.
You're going to do Fiddler on the Roof. If you want to go away and sort of gargle your tonsils...
You've got to get Kate to do her Popeye. See, I love it. Before I go over there,
okay.
I thought I'd do Fiddler with the beard, because you must imagine that Chevier is much heavier than I am. But can I just get her to do Popeye for you? Because she does marvellous accents and voices, but this little thing will do. Do you want...
Please.
Well, as I go across it, and I'll get ready. Kate Manning and Popeye.
I'll just very quickly tell you how I started doing Popeye. I forgot to say. I used to sit in the bath and play with my voice, you know. I mean, well, you know what I mean, don't you? Instead of me rubber
Sort
ducks.
of play with your...
When I was about 5, I discovered that I could make strange noises. And the first one I discovered was that I could do a chicken. And I can do it smiling or straight face. So in school, I used to be able to sit there with this big angelic grin on my face and do these chicken noises.
Give us a chicken.
So I'll give you a quick chicken. You ready? I'll do it smiling first, so you know how innocent I looked at school doing it. And so the teacher used to wonder where this noise was coming. And then I progressed, and I got to about 7, and I suddenly discovered that I had Popeye. So I'll quickly do it for you. Probably sound a bit like the instrument that we just heard. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm good to the finish, 'cause I eats me spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
A great voice. Does nothing for your throat, does it? Katy was also in Doctor Who, of course. We should talk about Doctor Who another time. She was in Doctor Who for 1 or 2 years.
That's where I got the voice from.
1 or 2. But she's going to be in Educating Rita with Barry, which opens at the Seymour Centre on next Tuesday, May the 29th, for 2 weeks. Then they go travelling to Melbourne with it.
That's
so
right.
you've only got 2 weeks in Sydney to see it, and get yourselves ready, brace yourselves in Melbourne to get Katy and Barry. But right now you can get Barry as he sings If I Were a Rich Man.